In 1984, as MTV was revolutionizing the music industry and transforming how artists reach their audiences, Bruce Springsteen was preparing to take his career to unprecedented heights with what would become one of the defining rock albums of the decade. As was commonplace at the time, MTV would do promotional tie-ins to promote a new album, and nothing was more popular than their legendary 1980s contest. Because one of my subscribers requested it, let's talk about the fan who became a roadie for Bruce Springsteen when he was promoting his album Born in the USA.
Brian went up to the ceiling and down through the floor. He lifted crates, coiled wires.
Before we get started, be sure to hit the bell notification icon and put all notifications on. I hear from a lot of my subscribers that they don't even get notifications when I post my videos. I would greatly appreciate if you guys did that. Bruce Springsteen was initially a holdout when it came time to do music videos for MTV. His manager John Landau recalled, when Bruce Springsteen put out Nebraska in '82, he wasn't interested in making videos. He hadn't yet decided what MTV had to do with him creatively. Then and now, Bruce is interested in three things: writing songs, making records, and doing concerts. Everything else is secondary. It was the director of creative services, Arnold Levine, at Columbia Records, Bruce's label, who put together a video for the song Atlantic City. But Springsteen doesn't appear in the video. The musician, though, loved what Levine had done with it, and the top brass at MTV were huge Springsteen fans, and the video got a lot of airplay on the network. But as his manager added, Springsteen had no ambition to become a video artist just yet. His follow-up record, 1984's Born in the USA, represented a pivotal moment in Springsteen's career, his first deliberate attempt to reach a broader pop audience beyond his established rock fanbase. Released during MTV's so-called golden era, the album was accompanied by an extensive promotional campaign featuring 7 singles, 5 music videos, and 3 dance remixes. The strategy marked a significant shift for Springsteen, who had initially envisioned releasing only a couple singles from the album before his label, Columbia Records, recognized its potential for multiple hits. His manager recalled, when it came time to announce the release of Springsteen's Born in the USA in 1984, we gave MTV a spectacular live version of Rosalita. We'd shot it in 1980 to warm things up. Then Bruce bit the bullet. He said, well, I guess we've got to. He understood we had to do a video for Dancing in the Dark. They reached out to director Jeff Stein for Dancing in the Dark, and he had a very no-frills way of wanting to do the video. But after a few days, things just didn't seem to be working out. Springsteen showed up, and it looked like he'd been working out, and he told the director how he wanted to be lit. But Stein pushed back, claiming that's how they only light women, not men. The director wanted to highlight the musician's muscles. They shot the video for about 30 minutes, and then Springsteen walked off stage. And the director thought they'd do one take and then talk about how things went. But Springsteen walked off stage, and he never came back. And people ended up scouring the building looking for him, only to realize he left. Well, the video never got used, and they ended up enlisting director Brian De Palma, who shot some footage on the first date of the Born in the USA tour. The Dancing in the Dark video was also notable because future Friends star Courtney Cox is actually featured prominently in it. While the video was controversial with his fans, it did broaden Springsteen's fan base, especially with women and teens. When he'd be out on the Jersey Shore, kids would actually come up to him and imitate his dance moves in the video. The commercial strategy proved remarkably successful, as Dancing in the Dark, the album's lead single, nearly gave Springsteen his first ever #1 hit on the pop charts. The album produced a handful of other big singles, including the title track, I'm on Fire, Glory Days, and My Hometown, each getting the video treatment. Filmmaker John Sayles directed several of these music clips, including a narrative piece for I'm on Fire that ended up winning Best Male Video at the 1985 MTV Video Music Awards. It was during this tour that MTV launched one of its most innovative promotional contests, a chance for a fan to become Bruce Springsteen's roadie for a week. In an era where MTV was redefining music promotion through viewer contests, the network conceptualized a unique opportunity for Springsteen fans nationwide. The pitch was simple yet irresistible.
Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band are out on the road on their sold-out 1984 Tour of America. They're looking for a roadie. They're looking for you. Even if we're just dancing in you always wanted to lift heavy amps, carry dozens of guitar cases through giant airports, lay cables for hours night after night? You have. And Bruce has a job for you. Hit the road for 7 days and 7 nights with total access, sound checks, hotel rooms, tour buses. Eat and run and stay up all night. You're in the crew and you've got a pass for a week of concerts that money can't buy. And you can bring a friend. Do your job right and you'll also head home with a Fender guitar autographed by Bruce.
But you gotta earn it.
MTV picks up the traveling tab, including hotels, spending money, stretch limousines. And it's not over yet. 10 first prize winners and a friend will be flown to a concert in the city of their choice to see Bruce and the band from the front row. 500 runners-up get a cassette of Born in the USA. Send in a postcard today. MTV On the Road with Bruce. P.O. Box 1280, Radio City Station, New York, New York 10101. MTV puts you on the road with Bruce. Take this job and love it.
So who ended up winning the contest? Well, a 22-year-old named Brian Zaremski from Hanover Park, Illinois was the winner. He was at the time working at a supermarket as a stock clerk, and he was also majoring in accounting finance and told an interviewer that he sent in 113 entries for the contest. MTV, meanwhile, claimed it had received over 600 million entries for the contest. Is it just me or does that seem really high? He brought along a friend of his named Jim Rogers. He told Tucson.com what Springsteen told him on the first night of their tour, remarking, "There's a phone down the hall. I want you to call your mamas and daddies and tell them you ain't ever coming home." He added that the pair worked with the crew. They do your typical stuff like helping set up and take down the lights and rigging. And even Springsteen checked in on the pair every now and then to make sure that they weren't overexerting themselves.
And down through the floor, he lifted crates, coiled wires, tuned Bruce's guitar, you name it.
Ready for a D? What up?
The payoff for all this hard work, 1 solid week of watching Bruce and the E Street Band in concert this close. And a special gift from Bruce himself.
It's a little advance on your salary, which is very small.
An autographed Fender guitar.
You got it the hard way, you earned it. All right. Thanks.
Now Brian has a new guitar, endless road stories for his friends, and the vocational training that'll give him a head start should he decide to attend roadie school.
Okay.
And it's all due to one irrefutable fact.
People really win on MTV.
His friend Rogers added that everything was run very professional backstage and very much like in a business-like fashion. The band members rarely joined them at the bars, but the girls they did meet at the bar did have a hard time believing that they were working for Bruce Springsteen. Rogers added that the biggest surprise of the whole contest was when they were in Nebraska staying at the Cornhuskers Inn, recalling seeing Bruce Springsteen showing up in a baseball cap and sweats. It was very different than his typical outfit of jeans, a t-shirt, and a headband. The Roadie contest was just one of many MTV promotions during the decade, including one where the network gave away John Bon Jovi's childhood home in Sayreville, New Jersey, which I've actually previously covered. It represented MTV's strategy of connecting viewers to their musical heroes through experiences rather than just merchandise, music videos, or concerts. Then MTV did later team up with Bruce Springsteen a handful of times on a number of other contests, as you can see here.
For 10 years, he raised the level of live rock and roll. Now it's the music collection of the year, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band Live, 1975 to 1985. This weekend, you can own it for a 50-cent phone call. The whole 5-record set on compact disc, plus a deck to play them on. Here's how. Every hour, we'll play a video from Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band with a special 900 number. Pick up the phone and call to win. Plus, there's more good stuff. The call is a contribution to charity. Starting this Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, MTV offers you the chance to own Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band Live, 1975 to 1985. 40 classics and rare concert performances on compact disc with a CD player. A random caller will win every hour, so call early and call a lot. Watch for it this weekend on MTV.
What could possibly be hotter than a ticket to Bruce Springsteen's Tunnel of Love tour? A ticket into the Tunnel of Love itself. Win MTV's Take a Ticket to the Tunnel contest, and you will actually hit the stage with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band and take a ticket to kick off the Tunnel of Love show. That's right, you, on stage with Bruce and the band. You'll help Bruce start the show, then watch the whole concert from a VIP seat in the front row. you and a friend to Bruce's show, put you up, and hand you $2,000 cash. The band worked for years to get that ticket. All you need is a postcard. Write your name, address, age, and phone number on it and mail it to MTV's Take a Ticket to the Tunnel Contest. Post Office Box 1211, Radio City Station, New York, New York 10101.
By 1984, MTV had evolved into a legitimate arm of the music industry, and Springsteen's eventual embrace of the medium, though initially reluctant, allowed him to reach new levels of commercial success.
What do you think the relationship between music and video should be for you?
It's like a tool. It's a powerful tool. You know, but how I'm gonna address it or what I feel I'm gonna do with it, yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
But when he attempted to reach a larger audience, he cleaned up his look, hired director Brian De Palma, and to the amazement of his fans, even danced on TV.
That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in Rock Culture Story Sticker.